Robinson, fellow citizens, I've just returned from Wake Island, where I had a very satisfactory conference with General Douglas MacArthur. I understand that there's been speculation about why I made this trip. There's really no mystery about it. I went because I wanted to see and talk to General MacArthur. The best way to see and talk to him was to meet him somewhere. Events are moving swiftly over there now, and I did not feel that he should be away from his post too long. For Korea has become the symbol of the resistance of a united humanity against aggression. I also felt that there was pressing need to make it perfectly clear by my talk with General MacArthur that there was complete unity in the aims and conduct of our foreign policy. I've come back from this conference with increased confidence in our long-range ability to maintain world peace. At Wake Island, we talked over the Far Eastern situation and its relationship to the problem of world peace. I asked General MacArthur for his ideas on the ways in which the United States can most effectively assist the United Nations in promoting and maintaining peace and security throughout the Pacific area. We discussed Japan and the need for an early Japanese peace treaty. Both of us look forward with confidence to a new Japan which will be peaceful and prosperous. General MacArthur told me about the fighting in Korea. He described the magnificent achievements of all the United Nations forces serving under his command. We here at home in America naturally take special pride in the superb achievements of our own soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen. They have written a glorious new page in military history. We can all be proud of them. It's also a source of pride to us that our country was asked to furnish the first commander of United Nations troops. It is fortunate for the world that we had the right man for this purpose, a man who is a very great soldier, General Douglas MacArthur. The United Nations action in Korea is of supreme importance. Our sole purpose in Korea is to establish peace and independence. Our troops will stay there only so long as they are needed by the United Nations for that purpose. We seek no territory or special privilege in Korea or anywhere else. We have no aggressive designs in Korea or in any other place in the Far East or elsewhere. And I want that to be perfectly clear to the whole world. No country in the world which really wants peace has any reason to fear the United States of America. The only victory we seek is the victory of peace. The international communist movement, far from being revolutionary, is the most reactionary movement in the world today. It is violently opposed to the freedom of the individual, because in that communist system the state is supreme. It is equally opposed to the freedom of other nations, because in that communist system it is Soviet Russia which must be supreme. When General MacArthur and I discussed the whole problem of peace in the Far East, we recognized that this is far more than a military problem. Today, the peoples of the Far East, as well as the peoples of the other parts of the world, are struggling with the false revolution of communism. Soviet communism makes the false claim to those peoples that it stands for progress in human achievement. Actually, it seeks to turn them into colonial slaves of a new imperialism. We know that the peoples of Asia cherish their freedom and independence. We sympathize with that desire, and we will help to attain and defend their independence. Our entire history proclaims our policy on that point. Our men are fighting now in Asia to help secure the freedom and independence of a small nation which was brutally attacked. I've spoken to you tonight about some of the things which all of us are thinking about as we push ahead to finish our job in Korea. At a time when our forces under General MacArthur are locked in combat with a stubborn enemy, it is essential for us to understand what our broad purposes are and see clearly the kind of world we seek to build. As your president, I realize what it means to the homes of America to have the youth of our land called to meet aggression. These are the most solemn decisions and impose the heaviest responsibility upon those who must make them. I've told you tonight why we must do what we're doing. We hate war, but we love our liberties. We will not see them destroyed. But until the Soviet Union does these things, until it gives real proof of peaceful intentions, we are determined to build up the common defensive strength of the free world. This is the choice we've made. We've made it firmly and resolutely. But it is not a choice we have made gladly. We're not a militaristic nation. We have no desire for conquest or military glory. We want peace, but it must be a peace founded upon justice. What we want is a partnership of peace with all the world. Our American policy a peace founded upon justice is as old as this republic, and it is stronger today than ever before in our history. And with God's help, we intend to keep it that way.